you are a dad, and I'm curious about the impact of bringing a little one into your life on your career. Your career is an interesting career because a part of it's being a professional athlete, part of it's
Mm-hmm.
being an entrepreneur, part of it's being an advocate. And I know that a lot. I know that that's a lot of balancing. Like I just know that you're keeping a lot of balls in the air, and that's challenging, even when it's just you or you just you and a partner. So I
Mm-hmm.
know that adding a little one into the mix definitely changes things. I'm curious. I guess my question is, has it has it changed things? Has it changed your career at all for the positive?
I learned about myself that I perform best under pressure. That's what climbing has taught me. And it was the same in school. I would wait and cram to the last minute, but always do well.
Yeah.
But I do well under pressure. And being a provider and being a father and being a husband, the stakes are just higher than when you're a dirtbag living out of the back of your Tacoma for months at a time in Yosemite.
Yep.
And I think that's good. I thrive when the stakes are high. I actually prefer it. It clarifies my thinking. I think it helps me make better decisions. And at least for me, like I've learned to embrace those stakes, and when the consequences are higher, you just got to show up and try to make the right decisions, So I think it's been like absolutely like the most positive experience in every category of my life. Like it's like the most joyous experience. I had no idea it was going to be this much fun. It's been amazing for my relationship with Jackie. That's transformed a ton. In a way that I didn't know it had room to grow in the way that it has. And so I'm grateful for that. And with my climbing, like I have less time to do it, but I'm more focused with the time that I have, and I'm more selective about what I take on. Yeah, I think that's the one thing I try to be really careful about is like, be really careful about the things you say yes to. Yeah, that's always worked out for me, is because if I say yes to it, like I'm going to do it. Yeah, like I'm going to do it. So, that's looked like, with my career, calibrating expectations with sponsors and things like that, and cultivating a group of sponsors that values what I'm doing off the rock in addition to what I'm doing on the rock has been super important. And I've been really deliberate about those partnerships. I've been with every brand that I'm with since I was 16. Whoa. So for 20 years. Yeah. With the exception of Adidas. And I've been with them going on 10 years. And I made that switch. That's the only switch I've made in a category, because I could just see the direction that I was going with one brand, and it didn't match my values and priorities of where I was headed with what I wanted to do on and off the rock. And I saw in Adidas a brand that's supported my nonprofit work, my entrepreneurial drive, and the climbing piece, so that they're getting value on and off the rock. Not just that affords me the ability to allocate my time the way that I do, right? So I can do one big expedition a year, but it's really high value for them. In 1 month, we'll create with a dream team like global marketing content that they can roll out to launch like entirely new product categories and tell sustainability stories, and just have like a huge impact in like a very focused amount of time. And that fits so well with my lifestyle right now. It's like, it's hard to go away for a month, but I can do that. I can train all year. I can climb on smaller stuff. And then for a month, I'm not anything else but, a climber staying safe, tackling big things. And that's that's a big shift, because it be just like full-time climbing, and now it's a piece of what I do and not like all that I do.